Good morning, everyone. Yes. In last class, we have already seen about continue and break statement, why we are using continuous statement. And continuous statement is used for skipping the remaining statement in the body of while, for, or do while structure. It proceeds with next iteration in the loop. And while and do while loop continuation test is evaluated immediately after the continuous statement is executed. And this for increment expression is executed, then the loop continuation test is evaluated. So this is about continue and break statement. We have already seen this example also. What is the difference between assignment and a comparison? So this is one program. Just tell me what will be the output of this program. Anyone? Yes. No one is there in class?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what is the output? This is our initialization, this is condition, and this is iteration, and this is the output. So what output will be coming? I will call randomly otherwise. No one is
Sir,
there.
I think, sir, I think first plus is, then star star star, then again plus, then star star star.
Plus star 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 star. Okay, so integer count equals to 0. Yes, count equals to 1. Okay, initially this. And what is condition? Condition is less than or equals to 10. 2, 3, and plus count is given. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Yes or no? Then what
Yes,
will
sir.
be the output of printf? Because now I am not going to explain that how this plus will increment. It was already done. Then printf statement says that it will print something on count mod 2. Okay. Count mod 2 is 1 or 2. It may be anything. Okay. If count mod 2 is 0, then it will print something else. And if count mod 2 is 1, then it will print something else. Okay, so initially it will print count mod 2 will give you either 0 or 1. Only one is known as true and this is known as false. Okay, so this will be printed when condition is true and this will be printed when condition is false. So the output is initially 4 star, then in this case 8 plus, and this is in continuation. Okay, slash n is written, then no problem, fine. And after that, because this is odd number, then it will print a star. Okay, and it will print plus. It will print star. So anyone is having doubt why this printing pattern is coming, just ask. Otherwise, don't raise your complaint that I am not explaining anything. Okay, try to ask here only, then only if you are not able to understand, then only you are free to go for complaint. Okay, because you must know why this is coming, then only you'll be able to say something. So no doubts are there.
sir, I am not able to this output.
You are not able to?
Understand the output, sir. How it is coming.
Program or topic?
The program, sir, program.
Why this is coming? Okay. See, this is our while loop. You know about while loop? You have any idea about while loop? Who has asked the question? Please reply me.
Sir, no, sir.
You don't have any idea about while loop?
No, sir.
Then there is no meaning of explaining this thing. Okay. You try to go for my videos, previous lectures, lecture number 19, 20 and 21. Okay. Then only you will be able to understand. Any other?
सर इसमें हम if else स्टेटमेंट भी यूज कर सकते हैं क्या?
एग्जैक्टली यही हो रहा है यहाँ पर। आप जो ये देख रहे हो ना, ये स्टेटमेंट ऐसा लिखा हुआ है। फॉर के अंदर इफ बिल्कुल यूज हो सकता है, पहली बात तो ये है, और दूसरा ये है कि ये स्टेटमेंट बिल्कुल इस तरह से लिखा हुआ है। यदि हम इस शॉर्ट हैंड को हटाए, यहाँ पर हमने यूज किया हुआ टर्नरी ऑपरेटर, और इसको जब हम चेक करेंगे तो ये स्टेटमेंट बिल्कुल इस तरह से बनेगा। इट इज इफ काउंट mod 2, okay, I'm not writing anything, equals to 1 or 2. If count mod 2, then printf 1 2 3 4, okay, /n, and else printf plus okay, /n. So this is our, and this statement, this particular statement is equivalent to if count mod 2 equals to 1. Both are identical. Okay. Or different, one important thing is that why I am not writing %s. This %s is actually replaced by these two strings. Okay, this is string number 1 and string number 2. So some output must be there, but upon true, this will be produced, and upon false, this will be produced. Fine. So similarly here, so inside that for loop, you can write like this, while loop, not for loop. And you can construct a similar program for loop also. What you need to do, it is very simple thing. Just pick anything and just write, instead of writing while and instead of writing count, okay, for integer I equals to 1, I is, it is not I, it is count actually. So I need to explain in terms of count only. For, and then integer, you can declare here also integer variable, new version. Okay, in traditional version you need to declare here only integer count equals to 1. Then condition, what is the condition? Condition is count is less than or equals to 10, and then iteration, so plus count. Okay, and then start this brace and end with this brace. So this is the way you can write the program, same program in while loop and same program in for loop also. Now come to next program, next part of the program. This is a program, okay, and this is a program which accepts the integer. Let me show you what is the output of this particular program. So it will take integer values, integer I, stores J, stores X, stores Y also. All are of how much size? 4 byte each. It means total how many bytes are required? 16 bytes. Fine. So I am giving you hint what kind of question may ask. Okay. So printf integers in range 1 to 20. So I had entered two values and these values are entered accepted in X and Y. So let me enter. Suppose the screen says enter integers in the range 1 to 20 colon, and it will ask here, but because of lack of space, I am writing here 11 first number and 18 second number. Okay, so this percent D is for X. So first percent D will go to this place, means 11, and second percent D will go to this 18. Okay, so this is how percent D will be used. Percent D means this is decimal place space and this is decimal place space, and because it is written address of X, so this is our address of X and address of Y. Address of X and address of Y, we have parcel this number. Now next is our for loop. For loop is running from 1 to Y. Okay, 1 to Y. So initially it will start from 1. Let me run this program in horizontal manner for 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, and this statement will execute. Okay. So how do I write? Whether I need to write? Yes. Iteration wise, it is much better. So for this for loop, the outer for loop, I am writing the numbers in vertical. 1 to Y. What is the value of Y? 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Okay. So this for loop will execute 18 times. Now the inner for loop, each for loop will execute at certain up to certain time. Okay. So what is the value? So this is our I. This is the value of I. Okay. Now come to value for J. Let me change the pen. J. For this first loop, what is the condition? J equals to 1. J is less than or equals to X. Okay. So what is the value of X? X is 11. So what is the value of J initially? It is 1. How many times it will print? This will print at least up to less than or equals to 1. So it will be printed at the rate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay. Now new line will be executed. New line will be executed. It means it will go to new line. Fine. Now the for loop will start again, and this for loop is J equals to 1. Now next for loop will be J equals to 2. 2 to 2. Okay. So it will start from 2. It is for 1 to 11 because I had entered 11. Now next for loop will execute for 2 to 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So actually 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now slash n will be coming and it will be entered. Third loop, because it is inner loop, fine. So inner loop, after completion of inner loop, it goes to next iteration. So now the value of I become 3. 3 is less than or equals to y, and 3 plus plus. Okay. Here j equals to 1, j is less than or equals to x, and j plus plus. So what is the value of j? Okay. It is always 11 times, not 10 times. Okay. For 2 also it will execute for 11 times, and likewise it will complete the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay. So 18 times at 18 rows will be printed for at the rate at 11 times. Okay. So are you able to guess the output of this? Is this output is correct or incorrect?
सर ये तो 11 तक रन होगा ना, बस 18 तक कैसे हो जाएगा?
देखो, ये फॉर लूप है जे के लिए, yes or no?
Yes.
This for loop is executed up to what? Up to 11 for 1 times. For loop for this, okay, the value of I is 1. For this I is 1, it will executed 11 times. For this I is 2, it is executed 11 times. For this I is 3, it will executed 11 times. For this I is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 18. Okay. So for this I equals to 18, it will be executed 11 times. Yes or no?
Okay, sir.
So let me show you execution also, so that it is very clear to all of you. So is this screen visible to all of you? Let me run this program. I had entered the number 11 and 18. Okay. So now you can see that how many times it will printed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is one line. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Now it is very clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I am showing the previous program also. So in previous program, what we have seen, how it will execute upon true and false. Okay. So after running this program, star, okay, star is for 1. So what is the value of I mod? This is one thing. Is this clear to all of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times it will executed. And for one it will execute a star, and for 0 it will execute plus. Okay. If I am changing this value 3, so what will happen, 2 star followed by plus, again a star, 0, 1, 2, yes, 0, 1, 2 means It will start with star, then star, and then plus. Is it clear to you? Star, star plus, star, star plus. Why this is coming? Because the output of this is 0, 1, and 2. So 0 is always false, but 1 and 2 is true. Like if I am writing 10, then what will happen? Only 1 plus plus will coming and remaining all will be star. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So whenever a 0 is coming, then it will print plus. So when 0 will come, 0 will be coming at 10. Okay. The value is, if the value of count is 10, so 10 mod 10 is 0. Fine. If I am writing 16, then all the pluses will be coming, all the stars will be coming. If I am writing 5, then 4 times a star and fifth one is plus. 4 times a star and fifth one is plus. Okay. If I'm writing 6, then 5 times a star and sixth one is plus, and likewise. So whenever a 0 encounters, it will print plus. Okay. Or let me write 0 or 1. 0 or non-zero. Fine. Non-zero. So you can see that when 0 and non-zero remainder. Fine. So this is the logic of program. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now come to next program. I am pasting simply here and just try to tell me what will be the output. Don't go on formulation and all other things. Okay. So what will be the output in this particular case? So before going to this, let me explain this in PowerPoint itself so that you will be able to understand what procedure is going on. So this is our program, and this program is for simple interest calculation. Okay. So here we have used double precision numbers, amount, principal, and principal is 1000 rupees and rate is 0.5% per year. Fine. Not 0.5%, it is 5% per year or per annum. So you need to write amount on deposit. Amount on deposit, how much amount you are going to deposit, and you need to write year also. And what are the things written here? %4s, this is a string, and 21s. Okay, so this is our string, and nothing will be actually, it is not accepting anything. It will be formatted output. For this we have used like this. Again 4D 21.2F. Okay, this includes the space. I will give you the count of all these things also. So for year equals to 1, year is less than 10. So this loop will run for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can initially decide that how many times this loop will run. Now amount is given as principal multiplied by power. Okay, what is power function? So power is given in terms of 1.0 plus r to the power year. Suppose I am denoting this year by t. So this is the formula for compound interest, you know very well. Okay, so this will be calculated and it will be run 10 times, and the amount will always increase in exponential order. Yes or no? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Why this is come? This power function is defined in math.h. Okay. So let me show you the output. Actually, some output will come here, random output, and year like this will come, and here output in this term like this ऐसे ये कुछ output आएगा, and it is right aligned. So let me show you the output also. So this is our program, and this will be run. Are you able to see the output? Yes or no?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
This is
Yes, sir.
clear.
अब आ गया.
Yes, sir. अब आ गया.
So here you can clearly see that this is written as %4s. Okay. Then %21s. Okay. So if I am copying this output, I am going to copy this output. Okay. And this will be pasted over Microsoft here. Yes. Control N or not Control N. Let me paste here only. So I think whatever I am doing, it is not visible to you, but I will now able to show you the output. So this is, yes. So what is written here? %4s. Okay. %4s. This shows string in terms of string percent. Here it is written as 4d. %4d means decimal up to 4 point. So %4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes or no? And similarly 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is for decimal number 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is %4d and %4s. Now come to %21.2f. 21.2f. And no /t is written. So let us calculate from right place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this is 21 spaces and this is 24 spaces. Okay. Now what is written? 21.2. Always this is 0.2. Okay. And from this place to this place, the space is 21. Okay. So that's why this 21.2. And this is known as formatted. This F is format. Okay. So how you are going to format likewise. So this is how you can beautify the output. So you must be very sure that how do you write the output and how it will come. If I am going to write instead of %4d, I am writing something else, or 21.2f, I am writing something else, it will give you some different output. So I will show you what is the meaning of format. So here I am writing, instead of 21, I am writing 2 only. Okay, I am writing 2 only. Then see what is the output. Are you able to see the output?
Yes, sir.
So what is the output? 2, 3, here 1 also. Let me run once again. Run once again, once again, once again. Now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is stick together with the output. Okay. So that's why be careful. If I'm writing 4, then what will happen? Let us see. Okay. And also here also I'm writing 4. Here also I'm writing 4. Then you can see here amount on deposit. It will not run after 4. Let me check for 5. 5 also it will not give us a space. 6 also not giving any space. 17 will be not giving, but now after 18 it will start giving one space. Okay, because I had counted total 17 characters from this place to this place are there. Now after writing 21, it will be beautiful. Yes. Okay. And here also, because I want to align this number left alignment. So for this purpose, I had written not left, right. Okay. So now this is the output. It will take 1 or 2 time, but it will give you beautified output. So are you able to understand why I am writing this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If I am writing minus, okay. So minus has different implication. Let me write minus 4D. Here you can see that the alignment is changed from right to left. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Anyone has observed this thing? Let me once again, I'm using plus 4. Okay. So in plus 4, it will start aligning from R. Okay. For place of R, years R. Okay. Yes. You can see that output is aligned to this R. And now if I am writing minus over this printf minus 4D, then it will left aligned. Okay. So sometimes left alignment is very important and sometimes right alignment is also very important. So based on this, you can use format specifier inside the for loop and you can calculate and you can beautify. So this is a software written for calculation of compound interest. Okay. So this is compound interest for year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the amount will be already we have put the amount of 1000. Now come to next program. So just tell me what will next program do here. Now this screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what this program will do? This is do while. Okay, we have already seen while in previous examples, for also, and double for also. Okay, double for, you can convert double for into double while also. Fine. And for if or while if, both we have seen. Now the turn for do while. So why do while is coming? The beauty of do while is it will execute the statement at least once. Okay, whether the condition is true or false, it will execute at least once. Second thing, at least once means क्योंकि ये start हो रहा है यहाँ से, it will started from line number 8 and nothing has given, so it will automatically print because this follows top down approach. Okay, top down approach. What does it mean? It means that your program will start running from line number 1 to line number last. Okay, so based on this, it will automatically execute first %d and the value of counter. So what is the value of counter initially? It is 1.
One.
Then, yes. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, so it will execute the value 1, then go to next statement in 10th line, while plus plus counter is less than 10. So you can see that 2 is less than 10. So it will print 2, then print 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, and then 10 also. After that, plus plus counter, because we have written plus plus counter, we have not written counter plus plus. Okay, so it will increment first and then check the value. So now 11 will be coming. So whether 11 is less than or equals to 10? No. So it will halt the program. Okay, so this is how you can use. Sometimes what happen, you want to write some program. Suppose you want to ask any student for a program, menu driven program, which will check the sometimes you are hanging on like addition of two number or Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion, etc. Okay, so suppose I want to check this equation, a square plus a 2a plus c, where c equals to 9.5. Suppose this is the condition and I want to write a program and you want to check for each and every time. Okay, so the program will start from integer main, then it will ask for a, and we have already one constant, so integer a and nothing else. Everything is okay. Now there is yes, character C. Fine. Now the user will start doing the task. So it will printf the equation, printf enter a. Okay. Then scan %d address of a. After that, print a square plus 2a plus c equals to %d. Okay. Now what is the value of %d? So the value of %d is a into a plus 2 into a plus 9.5. Okay, so this will be calculated and automatically display over here. Now it will ask printf, do you wish to continue? Yes or no? Okay, scanf %c address of c. We have taken the value as c. So %f(c), or we can, okay, no problem. Then while c is not equals to no. So this is menu driven program. It will always run. And whenever user types yes, it will automatically go here. Whatever user is typing, every time it will enter into the program. And when the user has typed, and then it will automatically halt the program. So this is many driven program, and you can loop this program forever until the user has entered the value n. So in this program, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Now come to continue and break statement. So already shown you this program, and this will break at, this program will observe a break at x equals to 5. So what is the output? Because each time it is printing x, the value of x. So x will start from x 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it will execute it 10 times, but break is written at x equals to 5. So it will not print 5. And the final output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Why? Because we have given a condition, if the value of x equals to 5 will be coming, it will break. It will break from this this particular looping condition, and it will immediately execute the value of means increase the value of this x. Okay, so after that 6 will be executed. So this is the reason whenever a break is coming, so whatever statement, suppose there are multiple statements, so up to this curly brace, it will discard all the statements. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes.
okay, now come to continuous statement. So, oh, it is not, sorry, by mistake I had given you this. Sometimes mind is not in the plane. So now once again see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So whenever break is observed, so x equals to 5, here break will be observed, and this will discontinue the execution. Okay. Discontinue the execution of for loop. Okay, sometimes at particular iteration we will discontinue the execution, so all other values will not be printed. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, only 1, 2, 3, 4 will be printed, and all other values will not be printed. But in this case, what happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 will be written, only 5 will not be printed. Okay, so let us show you how this will happen. So I think this screen is not visible. Yes. Let me copy this program. So now this screen is visible. Compiler program is okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is the statement, and when we are using break, it will break the entire loop. It will break the entire loop. Only 1, 2, 3, 4 will be printed and broke out of the loop at x equals to 5. So from this place, it will automatically, actually this statement is for our purpose, but if you want to see the execution, you can see that only 1, 2, 3, 4 will be executed, and all other things are broken up. Okay. Now come to next statement, next program. So this is our next program for continue. It will only skip that portion. Okay. If this condition is coming in case of break, it will break all the remaining conditions. But if continue will be there, then it will break this much only. This continue is a small break and the break is a complete break. Okay. So this is a small break. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4 will be printed and 5 will be skipped. Use continue to skip printing the value of 5. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So are you able to understand what is the difference between break and continue?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with this, we finish continue and break. And let me show you. Okay, there are few slides, so I will show you tomorrow. Any doubt? You can work further for, yes. Any doubt?
Sir, you have not uploaded last class YouTube on YouTube. Last class video.
In last class, I had not uploaded YouTube video, na? Okay. So this will show me that you people are looking for that. So I want to see whether you are using this video or not. That's why I had not uploaded, but now it is ready with me and I will upload. Okay.
Sir,
Okay, sir.
Yes.
sir, sir, I don't
Yes.
know your YouTube channel link, sir. Can you send me?
Who is CR of this class?
Sir, I joined late, sir, so I
No.
didn't know.
I'm not asking from you. I'm asking from the person who is CR of this class. The fellow will. You are in a revision group also.
Yes, sir.
So in revision group, they will paste. Okay. What is the link? Or you can simply search Dr. Kapil Nagvanshi YouTube channel. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So there are two playlists, one for class and one for revision. The revision playlist is written in small letters and the class playlist is written in block letter. So you are in B section. So you need to go for B followed by a certain number is given. Okay. So these numbers are sequence number of classes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you just see that and attend the classes, revision classes regularly. So no need to just here attendance is very important because it is regular class. And in this class, you are able to confuse yourself. So this confusion will automatically solve in revision classes. Fine. So tomorrow we will have a revision class. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and next means 4 days up to Friday we are having all the revision classes. Yes. Any doubt?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me,
Yes.
सर
Yeah.
विशाल ज्योतिषी सर क्लास लेना चाह रहे हैं सर, लेकिन जयपुर में इंटरनेट नहीं आ रहा है, इसलिए सर वो क्लास अटेंड नहीं कर पा रहा है सर कुछ एरियाज में.
ओके. विशाल ज्योतिषी.
यस सर, उसकी अटेंडेंस.
ठीक है. So thank you very much. Have a nice day. Have a nice time. Join next class.